If you are looking for an isometric design or a presentation slide related to apps, this is the slide for you. So let's start. First of all, we have to design the background as usual. This is our first step in almost all the videos, all the slides. So we have to now create a phone, and for that we have inserted this rounded rectangle, removed its outline, and let's where is the 3D rotation option? Here it is. So now we have to rotate it like this, and this is the raw material for our phone. So we will use this shape to create our 3D looking beautiful phone. And the next step here is, now the next step should be like we have to make it look like 3D, and for that PowerPoint has this great option called depth, and you have to apply the depth. You can also change the color of the depth. So for now we have to make it look like more of metallic, because nowadays the cell phone sides are made up of metal, so that's the kind of effect we are looking for, and for that we have applied white color on the depth. Now the next step would be to I'm just ensuring that the color on the depth is white so that it looks really metal finish. And now let's create those antenna bands which are on the sides of the phone, and for that we have inserted this small rectangle, and let's change its rotation to 3D and remove its outline, and we will apply a gray color, or let's keep it white, and let's place it here. So just focus on the alignment so that it is perfectly aligning to the sides of this phone. And now let's zoom it to make sure that it is aligned. I've applied the white color, and now it is looking really nice. And so let's change the depth color to slightly blue. Now it's looking more beautiful and more realistic. So now let's insert a circle, and we will repeat the circle 6 times or 5 times. So any guesses what are we creating right now? So we are creating the speakers of the phone that will come at this bottom part of the this shape. So we have inserted these 5 circles and align them in the middle and reduce this size, and we will change the color to something dark. But before that we have to change the rotation here. So for that you have to click 3D rotation. So once you have changed the rotation, let's place it here, and we have to change the color. So let's fill some dark color here so that it is visible. So let's apply this color. Now it is looking fine. So we will duplicate it and we will place it on the right side of the phone. And so our phone has these dual stereo speakers. So now we have to create the port for phone charging. For that we have inserted this rounded rectangle. Let's place it here. It is quite wide. Also we have applied the same color that we have applied on the speakers. Now we will duplicate this antenna band and we will place one at the top. Now let's create this microphone. For that we have copied this charging board and changed its angle. So now let's apply some dark color, some bluish dark, and place it here. Now we will insert this rounded rectangle, removed its outline, and let's reduce its size. Now let's change its angle and place it somewhere here. So this is a dedicated button for to silence the phone during the calls. And by now you can understand that this feature of Microsoft PowerPoint to create 3D design is really awesome. You can create any isometric design, and especially if the designs are more of square or circular in nature, so those designs are very easy to create in PowerPoint. You don't have to be some kind of expert in designing. You just have to create the shapes and change their 3D rotation, increase some depth, and here you go. You can create any design you want. You just have to be creative. You just have to be imaginative enough to think of the designs that you can create. So now we have created this screen, and so I just want to apply here some vibrant blue green kind of color here. So for that we have picked this beautiful gradient, and I'm just applying more vibrant colors here so that it looks good. So let's insert around a rectangle. So the idea here is to create few apps on the screen. Now you can see that every at every step I'm following the same strategy here, inserting a shape, changing its 3D rotation, applying color. That's it. So this is the isometric design strategy. All you need to do is just change the size and shape to create the design of your choice. So we have placed these 6 apps. Now let's duplicate this base shape and remove its depth. Now we are trying to create is shadow for this mobile phone. So let's remove its depth here. So I have changed it to 0, and let's apply black color here. So we have to increase this slider for the soft edges because shadows are kind of blurred, but the effect is not coming out really well. I think we have to apply the soft edges effect. So let's increase the slider towards the right. Now it is coming out well, so let's increase its size here. Creating shadows is an art. You have to understand from where the light is coming, where is the light source. There are great tools in the market to create such things, but PowerPoint doesn't have those features like camera angle, light source. So those are in like Unity or any other 3D tool you will find. So they have this option of creating a 3D plane where there is a light source and then shadows are appearing. So those tools are designed in that way to depict the 3D model correctly. But PowerPoint, we are creating it manually. So we really have to understand from where the light is appearing. So we have created this shadow effect considering the same. Now let's create this reflection. So we have subtracted the screen here. Now let's change its, first we have to apply the white color here and reduce its transparency, but before that let's change its angle here and place it on the mobile screen. Once it is perfectly placed, let's increase its transparency, and now it is looking really nice. Now our phone is ready here. The next I'm doing here is I'm creating few icons for the apps, and here what I'm trying to showcase is that the apps are coming out of this phone. These 6 to 7 apps are coming out of this phone, and these apps are related to IT field or some technical apps, today's software related apps. So that's the whole idea. So we have created this rounded rectangle, change its rotation, let's apply some depth, whiter depth. Also we have filled the gradient color in this. So, and you already know how to fill the gradient, and if you don't, you have to watch my previous videos where I have explained in detail that how to fill these colors, how to change the rotation. So it's a pretty easy job. So I've inserted these few icons and duplicated the shapes and filled the colors, different vibrant colors. Now let's change the angle for these icons and these place these on these shapes, and now you can see it is looking like a 3D phone projecting apps here. So you can create anything in PowerPoint. You just have to have some logic or some design in your mind. So now let's insert again this rounded rectangle, remove its fill. We will only need this outline because we are creating the button, home button for the phone. Change its angle and let's place it here. Now again duplicate the phone and remove its depth and remove its fill, and we will only keep its outline. So now we are creating some kind of grid that we will place at the bottom behind the phone. So I'm just adjusting the shadow here so that everything is well aligned. So let's keep it here and we will send it to back. So it has gone behind the shadow. So let's send the shadow to back, and now the shape is here. So these are some kind of wiring I'm trying to showcase, some kind of connections. So we will connect all these shapes, and this is our circuit board. So I have duplicated these rounded rectangles across the screen. Now let's connect these with a line shape here. Now the next part is to connect all these rounded rectangles that we have created and placed on this deck, circuit board you can say, and the whole idea here is to connect all these with straight line. So we are kind of creating the connections here. So I have connected all these rounded rectangles and we will place our cloud technology and that kind of stuff on these shapes. So let's insert this donut shaped circle here, remove its outline, and now you'll see a very beautiful kind of technological concept here. So I've applied this gradient color. Let's change its angle like this, and the next step is to place it in the center of this rounded rectangle and increase its depth. So increase its depth. Now it looks like a beautiful silver ring. So let's change it to metallic. Also change the lighting angle so that it looks more visible, more bright. Now we have to insert this rounded rectangular shape and place it here, and it should be equal to the width of this circle, and we will apply a gradient color. So on the gradient color we will choose the linear, and on the second gradient stop we will increase the transparency to 100%, and on the first we will keep it slightly transparent, like 10%, 20%, send to back. So now you can see the effect is coming out very nice. We just have to adjust these gradient stops, and now you can see this is very beautiful effect. So I've duplicated this circle and this effect on all the rounded rectangles. Now insert another rounded rectangle, remove its outline, and change its angle here. Now let's place it here. So now in this step what we are trying to do is we are trying to connect this our whole concept with the cloud. And for that we are creating a base for the cloud which is very vibrant, very colorful, and for that we have to increase its depth so that it looks 3D, and also change the material to metallic, and also change the lighting angle so that it is more vibrant and more metallic. And now you can see those beautiful edges, the silver looking edges. Now we have duplicated the shape of the shadow of the mobile, and let's place it behind this base for the cloud that we have created, and let's place it here. So the concept is nearly done. Now we have to create a cloud shape. For that, let's insert this rounded rectangle and pick this circle and place it here. Now select this bigger circle and place it here, and let's increase the size of the third circle and place it here. Now it is looking like a cloud at the moment, a cloud shape. Select all and merge. Now let's change its angle here, reduce its size, and we have to apply this 3D effect here as well. For that we have to increase its depth. First remove its outline and fill a white shape here. Now let's apply this depth, and now our cloud is ready to take over this whole concept, and now the apps are connected to the cloud and everything is working perfectly. So we have placed technologies around with the help of those rounded rings, and this whole concept is really beautiful at the moment. It's looking beautiful, and it is possible because the power of the PowerPoint, that it makes it so easy to create such kind of designs. So here is the final design that we have created, and it is looking really nice. So if you have liked the design, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon, join the membership, share your thoughts in the comment section below. So this is the kind of support that you can provide to us. So thank you everyone, have a nice day, peace.